Did you know that before Kaizer Chiefs became a laughingstock, they used to have special players, starting with the legendary John Moshoeu, affectionately known as Shoes. Lesiba was elegance personified. He always seemed to have more time on the ball than everyone else. He had side mirrors. He was always a step ahead of everybody else. He was capable of deciding the game with a single touch. He played for the badge. His calmness on the ball and incredible vision made him one of the most respected footballers in South Africa. He didn't just play the game, he understood it. Fans admired his composure and his ability to control the rhythm of the game, a player many believe represents the very soul of Kaizer Chiefs. He was a crowd favorite. Talking about crowd favorites, few players carried confidence like Stanton Fredericks. Nicknamed Stiga, Fredericks played with flair and fearless creativity, coming on with blonde hair. He was a true Kaizer Chiefs star. He understood magnitude of the Kaizer Chiefs jersey. He was capable of carrying the team on his shoulders. When he had the ball on his feet, fans went crazy. When Kaizer Chiefs needed a hero, he always appeared. All the composure and direction was provided by Fredericks. He always knew where he is going to pass the ball before receiving it. He was a classic number 10. Defenders often found themselves chasing shadows as he glided down the wing. But if Fredericks made the game look stylish, Junior Khanye was something else. A very special player indeed. He was fighting no one, but trying to fix South African football. He understood the culture and philosophy of Kaizer Chiefs. To this day, many fans still talk about the incredible talent of Junior Khanye. Khanye was not an ordinary player. He made his debut at the age of 17 and went on to win 7 Man of the Match awards in a row. He was voted as the Young Player of the Season in 2003. When Khanye was in full flow, defenders often looked helpless as he danced through tight spaces. Supporters loved his fearless approach and natural flair. But when Junior Khanye was busy terrorizing opponents, Tinashe Nengomasha was doing all the dirty work. If the midfield was a battleground, then Tinashe Nengomasha was its commander. Nicknamed the General, Nengomasha became one of the most respected players at Kaizer Chiefs. When you watch the game, you won't see Nengomasha, but when you watch Nengomasha, you will see the entire game. His strength, tackling, and leadership made him a dominant presence in the center of the pitch. He was a hardcore defensive midfielder. Opponents knew they were in for a tough battle whenever they faced him. He was not soft like today's players. But Nengomasha wasn't just about physical power. He understood the rhythm of the game and knew exactly when to push forward or protect the defense. He was a very close friend to the referee's yellow card. And while Nengomasha did all the dirty work, Thabo Mooki handled the creativity section. For years, Thabo Lawrence Mooki was one of the most intelligent players in the league. He was the link between defense and attack. He always found space in a crowded midfield. Mooki's calmness on the ball made him the perfect midfield orchestrator for Kaizer Chiefs. He didn't rush. He didn't panic. Instead, he read the game like a chess master, finding space and delivering precise passes that opened defenses. His awareness was on another level. He had the full picture. Teammates trusted him to control the tempo, and fans admired his intelligence. I wish someone will tell the current midfielders to go and watch this legend's videos. He was a complete number 8. He was not afraid of calling for the ball in tight areas, something that the current players can't do. But if Mooki was the conductor of the orchestra, then the next player was the one who finished the show with thunder. When Collins Mbesuma arrived at Kaizer Chiefs, the league witnessed something extraordinary: goals, and lots of them. Mbesuma was powerful, aggressive, and incredibly dangerous inside the box. Defenders struggled to keep up with his strength and determination. During his famous 2004 season, he scored goals at a breathtaking rate, turning himself into one of the most feared strikers in the league. The funny part is, even if we combine all goals from Kaizer Chiefs' current strikers, they still can't match what Mbesuma did in 2003. He was once criticized for his overweight, and he replied, "Why are all the thin guys failing to break my record?" He was a goal-scoring machine. But while Mbesuma terrorized defenders with power, the next player captivated fans with pure rhythm. Few players have captured the imagination of fans like Siphiwe Tshabalala. He was capable of taking the game into his own hands. When Kaizer Chiefs needed something special, he was always there. Even when the coach's tactics are not working, he raised his hand. With his explosive pace, dazzling footwork, and deadly left foot, Tshabalala became one of the most exciting players at Kaizer Chiefs. His ability to glide past defenders and unleash powerful shots made him a constant threat. Many fans used to travel many kilometers just to see him play. Of course, the entire world remembers his famous goal in the 2010 FIFA World Cup. But Chiefs supporters already knew how special he was long before that moment. Yet even players like Tshabalala were inspired by legends who came before them. And one of those legends is Arthur Zwane. When people speak about wing play and crazy hairstyles at Kaizer Chiefs, the name Arthur Zwane always appears. 10-1-1 had an extraordinary football brain. He could spot opportunities before defenders even realized the danger. He used to fight for the badge. He understood that people sacrificed their time just to support Kaizer Chiefs. He was a direct winger who took fullbacks head-on. With clever movement and precise pinpoint crossing, he became the architect behind many attacking plays. Fans loved his intelligence and composure under pressure. If you are a true Khosi fan, drop a comment and let's have a moment of silence. 4. Shakes Kungoane. First things first, there can never be another Shakes Kungoane. A complete player, the king of no-look passes. The way he passed the ball, it was like he doesn't want to play. When we say Kaizer Chiefs material, this is what we expect. Not just an ordinary player like most of Kaizer Chiefs' current players. Shakes Kungoane embodied the fighting spirit of Kaizer Chiefs. He played with determination, passion, and relentless energy. Every time he stepped onto the pitch, fans knew he would give everything for the badge. Players like Kungoane remind supporters why football is more than just a sport. It's about pride. But if we talk about Kaizer Chiefs material, this is where we include Ntsoelengoe. Sometimes, I don't blame the current players who can't do what he did, because Scara Ngobese set the bar way too high. He was a generational talent, the kind of talent that resurfaces each and every 100 years. Few players brought as much excitement to the pitch as Scara Ngobese. Ngobese was a showman. Stepovers, tricks, flicks. He played with the freedom and creativity of a street football legend. When he touched the ball, fans leaned forward in anticipation because they knew something spectacular could happen. Many supporters still believe that Ngobese possessed one of the most natural talents ever seen in South African football. But if Ngobese was from planet Pluto, then Jabu Pule was from planet Mars. If you came from this era, you must be crying right now. These are priceless moments from the early 2000s when you talk about fame. Jabu Pule was even more famous than the president. I just wish kids of today understood how huge was this legend. If there was social media by then, he would have been the most followed and most trending. Watching Jabu Jeremiah Pule was like watching art in motion. His speed, confidence, and fearless dribbling made him one of the most electrifying players of his generation. Defenders often struggled to contain him because he could change direction in an instant. When Jabu was on the pitch, anything felt possible. He was a definition of a superstar. Many people started supporting Kaizer Chiefs because of him. Okay, when talk about fame, then Doctor Khumalo must be the most famous South African player ever. If Kaizer Chiefs were to make a statue, it has to be of this legend. It's almost impossible to describe this kind of talent. It's like he had eyes at the back of his head. He knew where everybody was without even looking. Khumalo combined vision, creativity, leadership, and skill into one unforgettable package. He was a marvel to watch. For years, he was the heartbeat of Kaizer Chiefs. When he controlled the ball, the entire match seemed to slow down. Fans knew they were watching something special, and that is why, even today, his name is still spoken with admiration across South African football. And this video would be incomplete if I don't mention stars from the 1970s, the likes of teenage Dladla and ace Ntsoelengoe. But football debates never end. So now I want to hear from you.